What's up, YouTube? Back again. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. How y'all doing? Well, I would like to introduce you guys to my experience that I just witnessed on the Chucky movie. This one just came out not too long ago, as if you guys already knew. If you guys didn't know, make sure you guys go see Chucky in theaters. It should be out, it's out right now. Anyways, I'm just going to show you a little experience about how I felt about this movie. Now, this movie was pretty cool. Spoiler alert, I don't really want to give you any spoiler alerts, but I heard it through the grapevine that they changed up this doll a lot compared to when I was a kid growing up in the 80s. I witnessed the first movie. It had its in and outs, original plots. Great movie, by the way. Child's Play, the first one ever made, 80s. If 80 babies are watching, you guys know what I'm talking about. Now, this new age digital robot, as you would say, doll, it's pretty different. He's not really the same as the other dolls back in the early 90s, from the early 80s to the early 90s. Okay? He's a little different. He's a little bit more new age to the digital age. Of course, you got to have that because you got the new age kids out here that are a little bit more sharper and can't really relate to the 80s, babies, to the 80s toys, 80s Child's Play. So in general, I don't really rate this movie at all, honestly. If I did have to rate it, I would say 1 out of 10. I would roughly give it a 6, because I don't think that the movie really had a lot of grasp, meaning it had a lot of, I would say, I don't know how I would really put it. I really think it didn't have a lot of stamina, in my opinion. This movie was really, really far-fetched for me. Maybe it's because it's a new age. Maybe because I can't relate to it. Maybe because, we're all in the digital age now. The digital age. And everybody now is using their phones, to their cell phones, to their laptops, to every other thing that's imaginable of computers. So, roughly, I think the movie was okay. Now, the plot of the movie was okay. Okay? It had originality to it. It had a classic, moment in certain scenes where you can actually remember on how good this movie was, back in the early days, back in the 90s. Bride of Chucky, phenomenal movie. Son of Chucky, phenomenal movie. The ones before that, phenomenal movie. This one, I don't know. I just can't pinpoint it. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I think that this one definitely might be a sequel. I'm not for sure about that, but if there is going to be a sequel, I guarantee you that this one is probably going to be under the radar. And this is just my opinion. Now, I think that this movie was probably going to be not a box office smash, but, it has ins and outs of the movie. I can really definitely recommend, seeing this movie. Now, the twist and the plots in this movie had a little bit of ins and outs of this movie. It was okay. I would really recommend that. I would say that this movie is okay. Now, as far as the acting goes, the acting was good. The original cast, we didn't have an original cast. We had a brand new cast, which was pretty awesome. The main cast, which was the new Andy, did pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I recommend that he, you're going to see more of him in the future. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else in the movie did really, really good. I think that the the movie in general was just a little too, I would say, bland for me. A little too dull, a little too, you know, out of pocket, for me. I really think that they really tried to switch up this whole movie. So, Child's Play, hands down, was probably the not, I wouldn't say worst, okay? I would say probably underrated, but at the same time, maybe not one of the best Child's Play movies that they had ever made. But now I get it now, because I know that all you digital age kids out there are watching this movie and, understanding and can relate, since you have all these digital age things inside of this doll, and inside of the way, this doll communicates with the younger generation. Now, back in my day, our generation, we had an actual guy, who committed murder, was a badass, as you would call it, found the doll, and did this spiritual thing, whatever he was doing with this doll, and became, a criminal inside of a doll's body, which the doll became a criminal and started going on a spree. Now, that's the one I can relate to. I was really a fan of that Chucky. That Child's Play was very, 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 very unique, and at the same time, the acting was incredible. Shout outs to all the actresses and actors who played in Child's Play, and shout outs to everybody who was in the sequel for all the other Child's Play movies. Now, I would say that, like I said, if I was a new aged generation younger child, I think I would probably like this movie. Maybe it was because of the way that the movie was designed for the kids of this age. Maybe that was a reason. But besides that, I would highly recommend that you should probably watch it. I'm not saying the movie was bad. I'm not saying the movie was not worth watching. I'm just telling you guys that just to be aware of, what you're going to be watching. I'm going to be preparing you and telling you that this movie is it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a really good movie. Now, Rotten Tomatoes, I don't know how much they commented on Rotten Tomatoes, or how much the ratings are on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know. I can't tell you. I didn't really look up the information yet. But if I do look up the information, I should gladly let you know. But other than that, I would highly recommend that you see this movie. I'm not hyping it up. I'm not making it to where you guys should say, like, oh, yeah, I got to go see Child's Play. Child's Play is this, No. I would really would recommend that you see this movie. The new age Child's Play doll is a little bit more creepier. It's a little bit more out there. It's a little bit more, I would say, what's the word? More incredible. It has its ins and outs of this doll. So, I think everybody should go see the movie. I think Child's Play is a really good movie. Once again, I know I'm repetitive. I keep saying that. But other than that, I really recommend that you also see Toy Story 4. Now, Toy Story 4 was an awesome movie. Now, before that, let's go back to Child's Play. In other words, I would really recommend that you guys go see that movie. I really would recommend that you guys see that movie. That movie had a lot of ins and outs. It had a lot of stuff in it that was going on. It had a good cast. It had a good plot. It had a good, surrounding of things that were, really important to pay attention to. Now, will there be a sequel? I can't really tell you that. So, will there be something that is going to attach to this movie to make this movie more available? I don't know. I can't really tell you that. I don't know if there's going to be another Child's Play. I'm just throwing it out there in the air that you guys should recommend on, having your opinion and seeing what you guys think about this movie. Now, I personally was a fan of Child's Play when I was in the 80s. Okay? So, on a good tip, I would recommend that you guys should see Toy Story 4. Toy Story 4 also had a lot of good stuff involved in there as well. I can't really give out any hints. I can't really do any spoiler alerts, okay? I can only tell you that it's worth watching, okay? So that's my intake on Child's Play. That's my intake on, you know, what you guys can anticipate and see in the future for this movie. Will there be another Child's Play? Time will tell. This is going to be Clyde. Make sure that you guys tune in and subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube page. Don't be a stranger. Click on that subscribe button, click that like button. Make sure, let's get this up to more likes, more views, so we can get this, more videos coming your way, more videos coming real soon. Make sure you check out my blog channel, Six Expressions blog page. Make sure you add me on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Add that subscribe button. Click on that subscribe button. Add that like button. Once again, this is my rating review on Chucky, Child's Play, in theaters now. Make sure you go see it. Signing out. Peace.